roll? You ready to roll? What's wise? What's wise? What's wise? What's wise, my people? What's wise? It's wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you to be wise too. It's Wise Talk Podcast. And I'm the wise guy, not the fool. We're going to talk today about a few stories. First, I'm going to ask you guys this question before I even share the story. And the question is this right here. Was it a trap that stopped us from doing what we're supposed to do? Or was we the fool? Like and subscribe. Smash up the likes, smash up the likes. And leave your comment in the, right, whatever, however it went there. I want it that way. Okay, here goes the story right here. It all started in Oklahoma City in middle school. 5th grade is when it all started. Tried out for a basketball team. This year, I didn't make the team for some reason. Well, it was a reason why. It ain't for no reason. It was a reason. I wasn't no damn good. Let me say it that damn way. So the outcome of it all is, when I tried out this year, I didn't make the basketball team in Hoover Middle School. So the summer came, had to train myself to play this game of basketball myself. So I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I stayed about 8 blocks from the North Highland Park in Oklahoma City, in Oklahoma, on the north side of the streets. Like I say, this was like the 5th grade. I would leave from the house, dribbling the basketball. One day I would start dribbling the ball, leaving from my house, dribbling the ball between my legs, from the house all the way to the park. Wherever I messed up at, I would start back over right there. So say for example, if I left the house and got 2 blocks and I messed up right there, I would turn around and start back over and go 5 more blocks to the park until I did it all the way to the park the right way. So once I got to the park, I started teaching myself how to do layups, finger rolls, jump shots, set shots, and all the free throws and all this. We jump to the story, now we go to 6th grade. Tryout come. This year I makes the team. I'm playing with one of my partners, Daryl Brown. Some of y'all may know him, some of y'all may not. So we all on the team balling and everything, tryouts. I make the team this year, but you have to make a 2.0 to stay on the team. So when the grades came this year, the only reason why I didn't get to play, because my grades wasn't no good. I don't understand it, but sometimes I say I do, because I wasn't at school trying to learn what I needed to, in there playing around. So we're gonna jump to the 7th grade, going to Eisenhower. I makes the team this year. Let's say this Eisenhower Middle School. I say the coach was, I want to say Coach Marshall. That's what his name was, Coach Marshall. So this year I made the team, but this is right when the gang banging hit and all that in Oklahoma City. You know, the CBGs, all that hit real tough. So I'm at school, with the old CBG colors on. It wasn't a game, it was just a clique. Some people would try, some of them wouldn't. So I'm in there acting a fool in school in the 7th grade. End up getting kicked out of school, so that's what messed me up in the 7th grade from playing on the team. Now here come the 8th grade. 8th grade, I'm on the team and everything, Coach Marshall and everything. This is when all the drugs came this year. So we off in North Highlands and everything, doing our thing, everybody is. So this year right here, I makes the team, and practice it was on the first of the month one day. And the school I was going to, school started about 9 o'clock. Well, I say 8:45, and we got out probably like 3:45, with the bell rung at 3:45. We probably wouldn't make it home till 4:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. But if you stayed for practice, you probably wouldn't make it home till almost 6:30, 7 o'clock. Now this is the first of the month. I had to choose. Well, I didn't have to choose. I made a decision to go to the hood and make me some money instead of go to practice. So I go to school the next day. Coach on me real tough. Real tough he on me. Gave me another shot. So this day, we in practice playing around and everything, doing finger rolls, layup drills and all that. And like when I was telling you, I'm at the park by myself, teaching myself how to do my own finger rolls the way that I want to do them. But this day, Coach wanted me to do his finger roll the way he wanted me to do it. I kept doing it the way I wanted to do it, but I was making them. So he said, boy, get your butt out of here, kick me off the team. He was really mad because I didn't go to practice. He know what I chose over the basketball. I didn't have the love in it really, which I should have. But at the time, man, we didn't get to see too much or nothing about basketball players being famous or doing nothing famous. We were seeing all these movies on TV, and all these rap stars on TV, with all these fancy cars and nice jewelry and all that. So maybe it was a maze that they put us in. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that is what manipulated our brain. Maybe it wasn't. But let me get back to what I was talking about. This basketball didn't make the finger rolls the way he wanted me to do them and all that. So I get kicked off the team this year. So when I get kicked off the team, I get mad and get kicked out of school. So now I'm on 24/7 in the street. Well, not 24/7, but I'm in the streets, let me say it that way, at a young age. Trying to get some money, help out around the places that I need to help out with. So now we're gonna jump up to John Marshall High School. This is Coach Griffin. John Marshall High School, like I was telling y'all on a couple of other segments earlier back, I had 2 older brothers, and different brothers from different mothers. And this Coach Ellis already knew who they was. Well, let me get back to what I'm talking about, this basketball. Freshman year, I made the team. So we in there playing around, scrimmaging out against the varsity squad. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of names so you can go ask these guys these questions. Mike McDaniels is one of them. I'll come up with the other name here in a minute. when I'm gonna go back to say that. Freshman scrimmaging the varsity squad in practice one day. I was doing the varsity squad so bad this day to where Coach Griffin, yeah, I said it, Coach Griffin, I'm not blaming you, but yeah, Coach Griffin, the way I made his varsity squad look this day in practice, he set me down on the bench and told me I didn't know how to run the play correctly. But we was freestyling this day, not running no plays. And this how it went down. We would run scrimmages. Whoever hit the first bucket, the loser had to sit down. Freshman was going against the JV and the varsity. So we was the first one to hit the bucket against the JVs. So now the varsity get out here. All my boys, I ain't gonna say boys, I'm gonna say all my teammates that was on the freshman squad this year, they was kind of nervous of the varsity boys. I wasn't nervous at none of them. I'm from North Highlands, and I played with the older boys, so I know how to do it all. So they were scared to take the shot. They were scared to do what they were scared to do. Yeah, I said it, y'all was scared. No disrespect to you, though. So I went on and took the shot on. And the way I took the shot on, it was on some of the boys that he looked at that's supposed to be some of the best players on the squad. And like I say, he set me on the bench. And that day four right there, me being in the streets, watching these coaches kicking me off the team for whatever reason they had, I chose to be in the streets on my 9th grade year instead of finishing school. So I got kicked out of school that year too. So my 10th grade year, I come back. It was a big old ride at John Marshall High School this year. I said a big old ride this year right here. It was the Crips and the Bloods, right? It had the police, the helicopters and everything. I wasn't fighting. I'm CBG. We ain't all about the colors. We all about the green, if you know what I mean. So I'm sitting back watching these boys fighting and stuff, but I'm saying a couple of things that I'm saying as I'm watching these boys fighting, not knowing the principal had me on a record. So I gets back to school the next year. I ain't gonna say the next year, I made a mistake. Delete that out. Yeah, we gotta delete that. I get to school the next day. They call my mom's up there and let her hear the recording. See me throwing up sets and all kind of stuff. So they kicked me out of John Marshall. I said, that kind of messed my basketball career up this year. So they wanted me to go to an artillery school. If I may say it wrong, but whatever it is, that's what it was. So they tried to make me go to this old school that I didn't want to go to. I had a partner who played for U.S. Grant this year. So they would practice on Saturdays. He come get me one day. Matter of fact, he come got me on a Friday and I went on to spend the night out there. Because he had to go to practice this morning. Partner Furl, I call him Ray Ray. Yeah, I talked to him one day. Yeah, he come pick me up. He was playing, what school he was playing at? U.S. Grant. Coach Leroy. He know what I'm talking about if he see this. So that Saturday, they had practice and everything. And after practice, they let everybody, the team, just go play freestyle, and the coach went on to let me play with him. So when I'm playing with him, I'm out there doing his starters wrong. So as we stopped playing this day, Coach come to me and said, man, what school you go to? I told him what my little problems that I went through with John Marshall and everything. So he said, okay, come on up to U.S. Grant. I can get you in. So I started going to U.S. Grant. Went to Grant for about 2 weeks. Couldn't find a ride to school. So that's what stopped me from basketball career right there. It actually stopped me from actually even going to school. I chose the streets. So that's why I asked you guys the question earlier. Was it a trap for us to make the mistakes we made? Or was I just a fool? I don't know. Maybe one day we will. But it seems like as I'm getting older, I'm kind of understanding the answer to that. They say the game don't last forever. Well, they was wrong. The game do last forever. But the heart that you have for the game don't last forever. That's the difference in it. Because the way they got it set up, they want it to last forever. That's the thing that's going on today. Now you got the kids making some of the same mistakes or probably being some of the same fools. Because the things that we see on TV, the music that we hear in our ears, it's manipulating our brains to want to be just like them. Not knowing them guys, well, I'm not going to say I know this for a fact, but just my opinion. And it may look like an asshole today now that I'm finished to share my opinion. But I think half of these guys that's on these TVs, these movie stars that we see, I think some of them is puppets. They paid these $1 million money and all this to have us to want to be just like them. For example, let's put no name calling. I'm not going to name call. Let's just say an artist that we don't even know nothing about makes a video. And the video he's making is manipulating brains, telling people to gangbang and hang in the streets and do their thing. The outcome when they get old enough is not the right thing. And half of the time, some of these brothers that's in these rap games and on this movie, not even doing them things. So that's the problem. They manipulating brains, taking the money with an invisible string. I call them puppets. Some of us try to be like them. I'm the wise guy, not the fool. That's who I am. Yeah, I done made some of the foolish mistakes before. But how I got the answers out of them, I'm finna tell you. I had to admit that I was a fool before. I had to admit that I was a snake before. This is how I know how not to be a fool anymore. How not to be a snake no more. I'm the wise guy, not the fool. Yeah, these puppies, man, they messing us up out here. Well, they used to mess me up, but they messing others up. Let me say it that way. Got us wanting to listen to their music, pay attention to their movies. Then you put them on these podcast shows, give them interviews and all that. They'll tell you right now, we don't care about helping the people. Well, how did you get in that position you in? by us people buying your music, watching your movies. So to me, the wise guy I am today, you guys just the puppets. Y'all having these concerts charging $300-400 tickets. You're already millionaires. Or is you a millionaire? Is it a front? Is it the truth? Or you just a puppet with strings attached to you that's invisible that no one see, but the people that's able to control them? That's the situation I feel that's kind of destroying everything out here today. When we gonna get that right? The love for the money, not the love for the people. This is Wise Talk Podcast. Wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you to be wise too. And like I said, this is Wise Talk Podcast. And I'm the wise guy, not the motherfucking fool. And I'm out.